of the year. Feels like the new year was a long time ago, but I just realized that it really wasn't that long ago, just a few days ago. So here we are with our card reading. A few announcements. I have 2 spots left for coaching. They hadn't opened up in a while, but it's the new year, so now I have some spots. So if you guys feel called to working with me, if you feel like you need some coach, whether it's for dating or finding your purpose or just learning about spirituality, holler at your girl. You can DM me. I have 2 spots, so that will probably fill up quickly. So jump on it, okay? What else? Oh, we have readings open too. We have spots open for the full readings, a 1-hour reading. If you're in need of some clarity, if you kind of want to look at what your spirit guides are hoping that the steps you should be taking this year, where they would like to see you headed, what your energy looks like. So those are also available. The link to book is on my in my profile. Okay, so would love to see you there. All right, guys, let's do this. Pick 2 cards. I'm going to pick card number 1 and card number 2. You're going to ask yourself a question, and then you're going to decide which card is going to answer that question, okay? But you've got to decide before I pull. All right, let's pull. I just ate some nuts, so I feel like, yeah. All right, card number 1. Mintaka. I can never. So these are the cards from Rebecca Campbell, and towards the end of the card, she talks about different like spiritual lost cities, lost spaces, and so this is one of them, and it's the mermaid kind, I guess, if you guys can see. So this is longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Okay, so this card, oh, so fascinating. You guys gotta look at this picture a little bit better. Okay. So this card is, it's really about doing your best to look at the big picture, doing your best to, if you notice, like she's really like looking ahead at this very vast world, right? There's like the galaxies and space and all these kind of, planets and all these things, and it's kind of just reminding us that what we're worried about, what we're asking about, we're looking at it very zoomed in, and we're only seeing like one way out, or we're being very closed-minded about the solution or the way that this can pan out, or the way that this can work out. And this is just really asking us to like open our mind, to go beyond what we see, to seek solutions and be open to solutions that we don't know the answers for yet, that we may not even, like that the solution may not even be in our wheelhouse. It may not even be something that we can even think of because we haven't experienced it yet. So to be open to receiving an answer, receiving a solution that is different than what we know, different than our logic. So really going beyond the current situation, being able to see something much grander, it's also like just having a bigger vision, having a bigger picture, keeping your eye on like the bigness, like your North Star, where you're trying to really go. Because if you're maybe nervous about something now, just zooming out for a second and be like, well, what's like my big intention? What's my big purpose? And really keeping it there rather than on like the small details every day that might not be working super great, or that you don't know how they're going to great, but be more about like, and this is also, I guess, just like a manifestation tip, I think is what they're trying to offer us too, is like that it's better to like, instead of focusing on these details and be like, how's it going to work, or where are things going, like how am I going to know, like wanting to know the unknown, they're saying like just keep your eye, like just keep your intention, like just keep setting out like what is it you really want, like what are you trying to, like keeping that big picture, like what is it really that I'm going after for, and like we will show you the steps, we will show you the way, like don't try to figure out those little steps and forget about why, the reason you're doing this, what the big picture is, where you're really trying to go. Your job, our job, is to keep our head on this bigger vision, this bigger picture, okay? So yeah, I hope that helps. Okay, card number 2. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Okay, so this is about, really looking at your codependency to the situation, really looking at like how you think that the answer is like outside of you, or that something is going to save you, that there's something outside of you that's going to fix this situation, or that you are too attached to a situation, that you're letting somebody take advantage of you, taking part of your power. I actually, during the New Year's, guys, the leading up to New Year's Day, I did a video series on releasing and letting go, and we did a cutting cord video. I want to say it's the first day of the, so definitely check that out, because that's what this is talking about. It's like, just like being unattached to the outcome, being unattached to like what's gonna happen, just being like, okay, like, and this is really hard because this is asking us to like give a lot of faith over to the divine, but this is about being like, I do not need my attachment to this more. I don't want to be attached to this anymore. It may be a person that we need to cut ties with. This is also obviously a time of like releasing the old, so cleaning out our closets, getting rid of those fuckboys that are no longer needed. Those relationships that aren't going anywhere, that we know they're not good for us anymore, the jobs, the sources of income, like all the things that we're super attached to. If we really want change, we've got to look at like what the change, what's keeping us from the change, and our attachment to what's keeping us from our change, right? So we may want to move into the next thing, but have we given up? Have we detached to like the old version of ourselves? So this card is about, it's also just about making sure that you are protecting yourself, that you're not putting yourself in situations that are negative, that you're not putting yourself around people who are negative, who are trying to pull your power, or really being codependent on you. Okay? So some hard, I don't know, I feel very like there's really big things in store soon for all of us, but and we're trying to figure out like the hows right now, and that there's a mystery, and we are not supposed to know right now. So these are our jobs, these two things. Okay? So yeah, guys, enjoy. Thanks for being here with me, and I'll see you the rest of the week.